The finale for Doctor Who's 60th anniversary specials has concluded in the final episode featuring the 14th Doctor, played by David Tennant. His journey across time and space concludes with the Giggle, written by showrunner head Russell T Davies. The finale showcases the massive budget that Disney Plus awarded the show, and now we get to see the final bow for the face that came back. However, he's caught in a crossfire event that also could be the end of the world. He and his companion Donna Noble, played by Catherine Tate, arrive back home into the future, unrecognizable. People tearing each other apart, clashing in any way possible. The makings of this fiendish plot come from a familiar face of the Doctor. The Toymaker, played by Neil Patrick Harris, has humanity in a never-ending clash of violence. In the episode, the Toymaker meets Charles Banerjee in 1925 Soho. Charles goes into the toy store to buy a dummy called Stooky Bill for his boss, John Luge Bard, who's working on a new invention. The Toymaker is happy to help, but Charles gets uneasy when he notices a shop's owner's German accent. Later, Bard and Charles test the dummy in front of a camera for what would become the first television recording ever. However, during the test, the dummy suddenly catches fire. After returning from the edge of the universe, the 14th Doctor and Donna Noble find 2023 London in chaos. People are constantly arguing, leading to a widespread anarchy. UNIT steps in and takes them to HQ, where they meet others that were shielded from the chaos by a special armband called a Z-Deck. They realize that aliens and those exposed to long-term TARDIS travel are immune. Kate, a UNIT member, deactivates her Z-Decks, revealing a hidden brainwave causing paranoia and anger. They trace it back to a Giggle in the first TV recording many generations back, hidden in screens globally and triggered when a satellite links humanity to the internet. Brilliant to see Doctor Who bring back Kate Stewart and former companion Mel Bush to prominent roles. Bush's inclusion might have felt a bit random at first, but she found her footing amongst the other big characters during the episode. This also brings even more hope for a future spin-off, with more Doctor Who characters bleeding from classic Who era. The action so far and the set pieces really make the show feel bigger than it's ever been before. Doctor and Donna travel back to 1925 to uncover the cause of the global madness and track down Stooky Bill to the toy store. Inside, they meet the owner, the Toymaker, an old adversary playing with balls, talking about an ancient game called Catch. The Doctor realizes the Toymaker's return is linked to a superstition he invoked at the edge of the universe. As the Doctor pursues the Toymaker, Donna insists on staying by his side, and they end up trapped in a maze within the Toymaker's funhouse. Separated, the Doctor encounters a manipulated Banerjee, while Donna faces a creepy living doll family, narrowly escaping their attempts to devour her. The Doctor and Donna come together again and find themselves at the center of the Toymaker's puppet show, meant to recount the Doctor's adventures since leaving Donna way back. The Toymaker portrays the supposed deaths of Amy Pond, Clara Oswald, and Bill Potts, which the Doctor disputes, highlighting that they all have continued on with some form. The Toymaker, uninterested in these details, brings up the Flux disaster during the Doctor's watch, causing even more tension. Unable to tolerate more, the Doctor challenges the Toymaker to a game, which he proudly accepts. As they prepare, the Toymaker boasts about his mischievous activities since entering the universe, defeating God and transforming them into a jack-in-a-box, manipulating the Doctor's history into a jigsaw puzzle, and trapping the Master inside a golden tooth after a game. However, the Toymaker admits that there is one opponent he hasn't faced yet, the one who waits, considering a game for another time. It was wild to imagine the Toymaker defeating the Master, let alone trapping him in a golden tooth. This should tie into a future Doctor Who story that wishes to bring back the notorious Patrick Harris killed the Toymaker role because of how casually confident he is in the face of the most powerful Time Lords across time and space. I hope we get a reference to him in future episodes with all the messing that he did with the Doctor's life. Could he be the one responsible for the Doctor's identity crisis and the Flux situation? Most likely not. However, the one whom wait might have a connection to those previous events. Russell T Davies is bringing back those MacGuffin shots we're so used to seeing. The Doctor and the Toymaker agree on a game where the highest card draw wins. The Doctor reveals an 8, but the Toymaker trumps it with the King. However, the Doctor reminds the Toymaker of a past victory, resulting this in a tie. As per the game's rules, a third round is necessary. Suddenly, the Toymaker vanishes, causing chaos in the labyrinth and folding the toy store into a tiny little toy box. The Doctor and Donna escape as the Toymaker plans the decisive third game in the present time. At Unit HQ in 2023, UNIT suddenly disables the COSAT-5 satellite, stopping the Giggle trigger. The Doctor arrives and hands Mel the toy box, cautioning about the Toymaker's immense power to alter reality. Suddenly, the Toymaker appears through a door that he conjures, showcasing a whimsical song, and UNIT's efforts to intervene fail as their soldiers transform into bouncy balls. Upon contact, and bullets turn into harmless rose petals. The Toymaker vanishes, reappearing on the helipad to control the galvanic beam. Despite the Doctor's plea to cease, offering to leave, continuing their game elsewhere, the Toymaker refuses, finding Earth to be the ultimate playground, and decides to stay. In a dramatic turn, the Doctor urges the Toymaker to finish their game, prompting in a shot through the Doctor's stomach with the galvanic beam. The Toymaker believes the third Doctor must play, leading to the Doctor beginning to regenerate, uttering a final Alonzi. Yet, something unusual happens. The regeneration falters, leaving everyone bewildered. The Doctor is still holding Donna and Mel's hands and asks them to pull, sensing an unfamiliar sensation in this regeneration attempt. As they tug, regeneration energy surrounds the Doctor, surprising everyone, including the Toymaker. Amazingly, the Doctor's body starts to split into two, revealing another man, the 15th Doctor, as the next incarnation. Both Doctors separate completely, and the 14th Doctor's clothes are partially shared between the two of them. Excitedly greeting each other, the 15th Doctor calms down and seeks an explanation for this unprecedented event. As Kate, Shirley, and others join the confusion, the 15th Doctor clarifies that they've biogenerated, a myth among Time Lords that's been unheard of up to this point. Biogeneration is new, but something that I trust Russell T Davies to flesh out moving forward. There are obviously so many questions about this new phenomenon. Could it open the door for another double master situation like we saw in World Enough and Time back in Series 10? Maybe not, but this new regeneration event should shake many fans in their core, but fascinate others. Doctor Who is a show that recreates itself to make the show feel fresh. I'm all for it as long as the show can remain focused on a single Doctor narrative, one season at a time after all. Both Doctors challenged the Toymaker to a game, disregarding his objections as the 15th Doctor was legitimately brought into the game. Hesitant at first, Toymaker agrees to the high-stakes match, a game of catch where dropping the ball means losing. They race across the helipad, tossing the ball in a frenzied exchange, almost dropping it multiple times. The Toymaker fumbles a throw, and the ball plummets to the city below. The Doctors claim victory, and the 14th Doctor forces the prize, banishing the Toymaker from existence forever. Desperate, the Toymaker warns of a retaliation from his legions before collapsing into the toy box, which unit secures in their deepest vault, sealing it with salt as the waveforms fade away. Meanwhile, a mysterious woman retrieves the Toymaker's golden tooth containing the Master, as laughter of various Master incarnations echoes ominously. Oh, he'll be back in the future, or she. I can't wait to see what RTD does with the Master moving forward. Chudi Gatwa has already grown on me and proves to be a real confident foe to any future enemies. Cybermen, Daleks, Weeping Angels, beware. But could you see the Master return and face off with 15 in a future season? Or will it be about the one who waits? Could another Time Lord like Omega or the Valiard be the big bad for next season? Inside the TARDIS, the Doctors contemplate coexisting together. The 15th Doctor explains his stability is due to the 14th Doctor's recovery from past experiences. Donna supports this and sees the 14th Doctor's resemblance to the 10th Doctor as a signal to come home and rest. Although reluctant at first, the 14th Doctor acknowledges the truth, but struggles to leave the TARDIS. Realizing the Toymaker's influence might still linger around, the 15th Doctor uses a mallet to craft a new TARDIS from under the platform. The 14th Doctor bids farewell, sharing a hug and saluting his successor, boarding the new TARDIS, which boasts a jukebox. Hey movie lovers, welcome to Real Talk Movies, your next destination for all things cinema. If you're a big film fanatic like me, smash that like button and hit subscribe. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on future discussions, in-depth reviews, and analysis on all things related to film. Now, back to the video. The 14th Doctor dematerializes, leaving the original TARDIS behind. The 14th Doctor chooses to stay on Earth with the Nobles for the time being. They share a meal together, reminiscing about their times and adventures together. During their conversation, the Doctor tells Donna that for the first time that he feels genuinely content, having discovered what he's been fighting for, a simple life with a loving family. I love this ending for Tennant's Doctor, and if it's the last we'll see for a long time, then bravo. The Tennant Doctors, specifically 10, felt so human opposite his other counterparts. The human element was so strong for his run, and having him ride out into the sunset just felt right. While tradition dictates his regeneration will end and re-emerge into the other body, he looks to be taken the long way around. And the new plot element opens the door for his return at any moment in the distant future. However, his time flying around and saving worlds is on a long much needed hiatus. We have the Doctor retiring and resting after running for so long. Meanwhile, the 15th Doctor ventures into the unknown, ready for new adventures on horizons. His fate and future lies alongside Ruby Sunday, new companion making her debut on Christmas Day. Will their new journey jumpstart a hot start like we saw in 2006? I have faith for the future of the show with a brilliant actor like Gatwa in the role. The show has gotten a brand new face for a new generation. I hope we get a blend of 10 and 11 in terms of excitement and adventure moving forward. We still have some plot threads to visit in a not too distant future. So, let me know what you hope to see coming next season for Doctor Who. The Giggle gets an 8 out of 10 for me. It didn't fail in answering big questions around the Doctor and his inner conflict. The villain was brilliant and the Doctor Who elements were all there. Great to see companions old and new return in this run of the show. The episode could have done a little bit more to celebrate the anniversary, so I will take a point off for that. But the show didn't suffer because of it for one bit. I just felt like the Doctor Who cameos from older incarnations would have been a great icing on that cake. But share your own thoughts on the Giggle and the overall 60th anniversary specials we got this year. And how does the future of the Doctor Who franchise look with Disney funding and RTD writing? Share all those thoughts down below. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope that you enjoyed today's topic. If you could hit that sub button, that would be awesome. Hit that like button and boost my video up on the algorithm. Click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos that get uploaded. And if you have some time to spare, check out some of these videos on your screen right now.